Hello, my friend. What we are seeing on the screen is a vast green prairie in the United States, where tens of millions of beef cattle are raised for meat every year. Today we will explore the process of producing premium beef, starting with these large farms. Blessed with abundant natural resources, the United States has vast space for grazing livestock and rich agricultural land to produce grain, food for beef cattle. The states with the largest cattle farming areas are Texas, Nebraska, Iowa, and California. According to statistics, the U.S. owns the third largest herd of beef cattle in the world, about 94.5 million heads, after Brazil and India. American beef has long been known and honored around the world for its quality. So how are beef cattle in the U.S. cared for, and why can they easily conquer demanding customers like Japan, Korea, Canada, etc.? The answer is here. American beef cattle are raised very meticulously and scientifically. It is a journey of tireless efforts, stretching from farm to table. Now we're going to an 87,000-acre cattle ranch in Texas to see how farmers raise beef cattle. The cattle industry has existed in Texas for more than 300 years. This is a state with favorable climatic conditions and large grassland herbs that thrive. Currently in the United States, there are more than 70 different breeds of cattle. The most popular breeds include Hereford, Angus, and Holstein cattle. Among them, the Angus cattle breed is the most commonly found breed in the Texas grasslands. An estimated 35.8 million beef cows are born in the United States each year, and up to 11 million of them are born in Texas. This is a picture of a beef cow after giving birth. At this time, calves typically weigh between 60 and 80 pounds. Typically on Texas farms, calves will live with their mothers for about 3 months before being weaned. At 1 to 3 months of age, these calves will go through a branding process. Branding helps farmers easily identify their herd when they stray into another herd. Today, there are many Texas ranchers who still use traditional methods to brand their livestock, just as they did in the 1800s. Beef calves are weaned at 6 to 10 months of age. At this point, the breeder can choose the best females to add to the breeding herd. Currently, these beef cattle are 10 months old. In the morning, cowboys would let their cattle out to pasture so they could forage freely. According to statistics released in 2020, the United States has approximately 614 million acres of land used for livestock grazing, of which Texas has a grazing area of 130 million acres, accounting for 21 of the country's total area. However, in addition to foraging freely on grasslands, millions of beef cattle are also fed other foods, such as corn and grains, to increase meat quality. This is when the beef cattle are brought back to fatten in a special covered outdoor area. Here, food dosage is controlled by computer, suitable for each cow's weight. It is known that the amount of corn and grain raised in the U.S. is enough to feed 800 million people each year. Normally, beef cattle are fed according to age and weight for a period of 100 to 120 days, until the cow weighs about 500 kilograms. But you can see, at every stage, the beef cattle are carefully cared for by the breeder. In addition, when beef cattle cannot graze to eat grass, farmers also feed them in the barn with rolls of hay. Hay is cut from the field and stored in advance. Currently, most cattle in Texas are considered fully mature and eligible for meat consumption when they are 2 to 3 years old. With helpful care, American beef is nutritious, attractive in both quality and quantity, unique in color, etc., and has an impressively delicious flavor. Here's what happens when these cattle become eligible for meat. A large vehicle was present at the farm to transport the beef cattle to the slaughterhouse. It took about 2 hours for 10 men to transport all 1,500 beef cattle. The salary they receive for each hour they work is about $27.63 US. We followed the cart and went to the slaughterhouse about 10 kilometers away. In 2019, an average of 95,000 beef cattle were killed every day in the US. The slaughter process is divided into 2 stages. Before slaughter, beef cattle will be cared for in the most comfortable way, fed and fully rested. Within 24 hours before slaughter, food safety inspectors will check whether the cow is completely healthy and whether the meat meets requirements. During the slaughter process, beef cattle will first be brought into the operating room and electric shock room. After losing consciousness, the cow will be hung on the hook. A few seconds later, people use specialized equipment to cut into its artery. At this time, the beef cattle were unconscious, so they did not feel any pain at all. After the slaughter process is complete, food safety inspectors will continue to check whether the beef meets consumer demand. Unsuitable meats will be processed into animal food, medical products, or destroyed. After the beef cow is shocked, all subsequent processes must be completed within 2 hours. Currently, there are 900 slaughterhouses recognized by the United States as meeting standards. These places will kill about 34 million livestock each year. Last but not least, what you are seeing on the screen is how to preserve beef. People are cutting beef into small portions for easier packaging. Many automated machines are used here. 97% of beef in the US is sold as packaged beef. Freezing American beef is done using high-tech freezing methods and does not use any preservatives. Therefore, frozen American beef still maintains stability in taste and nutritional content without being inferior to fresh beef. Temporarily away from farms and factories, restaurants and supermarkets are the final destination of American beef. American beef is available in restaurants all over the world. The meat has a thin vein in the middle, keeping the meat soft and sweet. The evenly distributed amount of fat makes the beef tender, not tough. Therefore, American beef becomes a classy food, conquering even the most demanding diners. What do you think about the taste of American beef? How do you feel about the process of raising and processing American beef in this video? Let us know your opinion in the video's comment section. Goodbye, and see you again in the next videos.